Hello Virgo, welcome to your July 2019 general psychic horoscope reading with me. So Virgo, as you see, I've made some changes here. Got a new lion tapestry, much more reflective of me, so hope you like it. I'm also got some fabulous new announcements to share with you before we dive right into the psychic messages here. It's gonna be eclipse season here in July. We're going through eclipses at the new and full moon, so we have some powerful stuff going on, Virgo. And yeah, so the psychic messages, really interested to see what shows up for you, as I'm sure you are. But if you haven't yet, Virgo, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel here, stay in the loop, and help support a brother out. So there's that. And I'm adding a new awesome product to my Etsy shop, which I'm just so excited about. It is the psychic message in a bottle. So you just flip a switch on the cork here and boom, lights. And inside is your rolled up psychic message on some thick art paper. So yeah, and then on around the neck of the bottle here, you get your zodiac signs charm. I have the Leo one on here right now. And then you get a clear quartz crystal pendant. And you can turn that, Virgo, into a necklace. So it's like you get a necklace, psychic message, and a cute little lamp for, I don't know, whatever. So Virgo, let me know your thoughts on that in the comments below. Really excited about it, like I said. Also, I'm doing another free giveaway. So to stay in the loop about that free giveaway, and it relates to this new psychic message in a bottle I have going on. You'd probably best follow me on Instagram and Facebook. All that information is in the descriptions box, of course, below. And yeah, that's probably the easiest way to stay in the loop about that free gift. So, without further ado, Virgo, I want to go ahead and start with the psychic messages that are showing up for the new moon and the full moon. I drew an oracle message before the reading, collectively for all of us, for these energies. Just want to do something a little different and special here. And so, moving right in to the new moon and solar eclipse happening in Cancer on the 2nd of July, I drew the owl. And so, of course, I've already been meditating on the owl here, Virgo. And really a message strongly that has been brought up with this is collectively, as a society, as a people, how we have been too attached to social media and only communicating and connecting with each other through the screen, through text. And so the message of the owl is actually detachment. Learning how to detach from this way of being. Finding a balance. You know, it's coming up quite strong with this. So detaching a little bit more so that we can take care of our personal needs, so we can nurture our needs to connect with other human beings. And so, you know, just that has been something I think a lot of people have been feeling for a long time, where, you know, it's gotten a little harder to really connect and communicate with people, especially in person, because so many people have become dependent on social media. So there's that, just learning how to detach. And in that detachment, you know, learning the wisdom of a disadvantage and turning it into an advantage. So turning a disadvantage into an advantage is something that is coming up with Mr. Owl here as well. Especially when it comes to emotionally connecting and nurturing ourselves. You know, we need each other. We're all here to be with each other. And so, you know, we all have unique gifts and qualities. So it's about, with this Cancer solar eclipse, really healing that emotional sort of connection. Sorry, took in too much air. And the other thing that has popped up with this owl too, and again, you know, we've already started seeing some of this too at the turn of the ages, but even more powerfully at this new moon and eclipse. You might see more stories in the media and statistics and stuff coming out about this, but people changing their spirituality, you know, moving from Christianity, you know, mainly, and turning towards a more naturistic and paganistic spirituality and lifestyle, you know, turning to the occult, esoteric, astrology, tarot, all of that more now, because our needs as a society, as a people, have changed. So more people are changing their spiritual outlook. So that's just some of the messages that came across with that. So moving on here, Virgo, to the full moon and lunar eclipse that's happening on the 16th in Capricorn, I had the cow show up. So with the cow, immediately what was brought to my attention with this was health and physical health habits and adjustments needing to be made there. Now, the cow is also the symbol here for the goddess of the earth. So how are we as a people taking care of our earth? We might see more messages and stories come out, investigations come out in the media in regards to pesticides, chemicals, and chemical treatments of our crops, how our livestock are being treated, and how that can affect our health. You know, everything is energy. And if we don't treat our livestock well, feed our livestock well, then when it's time for them to feed us, you know, we're going to be carrying that negative energy or bad energy that may have been associated with them while they were living. And so it's learning more of that. And, you know, even with our crops, even with our water, making sure we're not overly chemically treating our water, all that kind of stuff we might see a lot more of coming up collectively. And it's even asking us on a personal level, the cow, you know, to examine how we are giving of ourselves in these kind of situations. You know, are you speaking up? Are you sharing and trying to promote awareness with the, you know, discrepancies and wrongdoings? At least the ones that you recognize, Virgo, of course. Are you doing something about it? Are you speaking up? Are you at least sharing? Are you going to protests? Or, you know, what is it specifically? How are you giving? And you're being asked, if you haven't been, to do more of that. With whatever subject it is that surrounds us that you're passionate about. So just some collective things I wanted to go over and meditate on. So I thought it was really, really interesting. So without further ado, shifting my notes here, Virgo, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle. I'm using the Druid Craft tarot deck here. Changing it up here in the cards as well a little bit. So, the sun is affecting your 11th house this month. Cancer season is affecting your 11th. So Virgo, what does that mean? This is your house of hopes and wishes. Your social circle as well, friendships. Yeah, so that is a big focus and being accentuated for you. So before we get more into it, Virgo, feel free to take a couple of deep breaths with me here. Let's center our minds here and see see what shows up. Okay, I feel like that is it. Here we go. I'm doing a week by week spread for this month. Ooh. Got an interesting mixture going on here. All right. So, Virgo, we have the 5 of Cups and the 9 of Cups showing up in the first week. So first week of July, Virgo, right off the bat, just be wary, especially with the Cancer moon energy going on. Emotions are going to run high, and some of your emotions will be running high, especially starting off with the 5 of Cups here. You might feel just a little emotionally cut off in some ways, and feeling into that emotion at the beginning of the month. Feeling a little moody, I'm getting here with this. So, that moodiness is natural. It's not always pleasant, but you're being asked to see what's coming up in that moodiness. Ask yourself some questions of what is causing the moodiness and how you can move forward. Up next you have the 9 of Cups, which is a really positive card here. And so I feel like in a way, Virgo, you are you're getting some sort of emotional satisfaction, I'm getting, from whatever you're going through back here. In the long run, Virgo, you're going to get emotional satisfaction, especially whenever you address the cause of whatever is, like we said, kind of bogging you down and making you feel moody. Something here about embracing your emotions a little bit more, your feelings about life, about people more. And even with the 9 of Cups, I'm getting being even a little boisterous about it. You're actually encouraged and invited, Virgo, to be even a little boisterous about this. Let people know. Let people know at the party how you feel. And you'll be surprised at how embracing those emotions and feeling into the moment like that will actually work in your favor. So there you have it. You may be invited, some of you may be actually attending like some sort of dinner party where emotions just run high in that first week, and something is to be gained from it. Know that, Virgo. That's coming up strongly. So 2 of Wands and 10 of Cups showing up next here. I'm hearing the words grand vision for you, Virgo. Perhaps there's a grand vision that is evolving for you here that has to do with your legacy, the legacy you want to leave behind. 10 of Cups, legacy. Also, you may find yourself really debating and sort of reapplying your energy when it comes to your family, reapplying your focus and direction when it comes to your family. Yeah. I'm getting like finding an energetic balance within the home for a lot of you. Ten of Cups, though, beautiful. I mean, there's a lot more emotional satisfaction to be had. A lot of connection and being able to see the other person and their perspective, and them see you and your perspective much clearer here in the second week of July. It's like, just if you've been doubting anything within the relationship, or maybe where a relationship with someone has been headed, well, here you get emotional satisfaction with that, and you get clarity. So relationship clarity, especially for a lot of you Virgos. It's happening. And it's just going to be a good time in the second week. I'm getting to share your vision with your family specifically. Your family, or those who you view as your family, Virgo, are going to be the most supportive. So you don't have to fear so much losing any of that support. And make sure, to give yourself that time to have this kind of connection with them. It's going to be very fulfilling. Something quite fulfilling about your relationships in the second week. So moving on, in the third week here, you have the Five of Wands and Two of Swords. I'm hearing the words that like a disagreement is showing up. So whether this be business, Virgo, or whether this be in your personal relationship, in the third week, when we get to that Capricorn eclipse and full moon, it's going to be a little intense. That fellow earthy energy is bringing out some arguments, some tension. To me, this is definitely bringing up some sort of disagreement. Someone wants to go this way, you want to go this way, and vice versa. And finding middle ground or compromising is going to be key here in the third week. Just know that passions and energy is high here. And if anyone is trying to pick a fight with you, if you're trying to pick a fight with them, Virgo, just be sure to, give yourself a minute, like the Two of Swords here. There's always a different path. There's always another path to take. And I'm getting, for a lot of you, you want to go down the path that inspires you the most and brings you the most peace. Yeah, so whether that's within your relationships or within your work or within just the community. Yeah. Some processing that might be asked of you, and just a little extra thinking and processing that may be asked of you to be done in the third week. And I don't know, I'm just too tempted. I want to go ahead and just get one more card with this pairing, get a little bit more clarity. Let's see, Virgo. Okay. We have the Ten of Swords. Okay, woo! So, Ten of Swords is asking you, don't resist. Don't resist. Quite frankly, you have permission to just give up or cave in, compromise, or just walk away. One of those things. You're being asked here with the Ten of Swords, just don't even put up a fight with whatever shows up here in the third week. Don't put in the effort, the energy to fight. Just go ahead and let it end on its own so you can walk away, like I said, or simply give in. Perhaps there are some demands or requests that you should just go ahead and be like, okay, fine. I see the practicality in the situation and that this may do me good, so I will compromise or I will just cave in, and yes, you know. That's what I'm getting with the Ten of Swords, because if you resist, it's going to be more painful. It's going to be harder. So just know that about the third week, okay? It's a little bit of an intense full moon energy that week for everyone so far. So, I love what we have here next, Virgo. Next you have the Lovers and the King of Cups. There's a relationship showing up here in the fourth week that rings of emotional maturity. It's very emotionally mature. And it could be Cancer or another water sign showing up here for you. Yeah, especially for you women out there. I'm seeing a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer men showing up here. Could be your new soulmate, or simply just someone that you really connect really well with, that you have a lot in common with. Yeah, so Virgo, there is some intense, but beautifully intense feelings for another person showing up in the fourth week really strong here. Like I said, it's very mature energy. I'm hearing the words too, keep your imagination of possibility with this relationship open. Keep it wide. Keep a wide imagination with this relationship showing up. With this lover, with this person. And definitely pursue. Make sure you're giving them a chance. Yeah. I mean, it looks so beautiful and just, like I said, emotionally fulfilling. Yeah, so whoever it is that you're connecting with in that fourth week looks stunning. And even just finding, coming from the third week, this could just be coming back and finding a lot more harmony and discovering, what's best for the both of you. Reaching a happy medium and a happy compromise. Yeah, that's beautiful. And I'm too tempted. I don't know, Virgo. I want to go ahead and get you one more card with this pairing as well. So, because this is just like too special, and I just, with these general readings, I can't help but want to get a little bit more specific sometimes. It's just, So let's see. Okay, I feel like this middle one is calling. So So there we go. Ah, the Magician. Okay, clarifying the Magician. All right. I'm hearing that this is a relationship that is bringing out the best components of yourself, and vice versa. And I'm hearing like there's a bit of magic and structure to this relationship in the fourth week, to your connections in the fourth week. Yeah, it's quite interesting. So Virgo, that's essentially what's showing up here. Pretty fairly cut and dry. Yeah. But a lot of emotional satisfaction to be had this month, I'm seeing. Yeah. A lot of vision sharing and changing. You know, you have a couple of like tiffs and arguments and frustrations wanting to erupt here. Then it's like everything just kind of keeps working itself back out. So just know that this month. You know, there may be a little bit of up and down. Almost like back and forth, you know. You're hot, then you're cold, you're yes, then you're no, you know, like that. That's really the energy. That's going to be like your title of this video, I think. Virgo, that's funny. Oh, look who decided to join us. He hasn't joined anyone else, Virgo, yet, so be flattered. Mr. Felix had to say hello, but he's got to get back down. So, Virgo, I'm just going to leave it at that. We're going to leave it pretty simple, pretty cut and dry. And if you do want to do a personal one-on-one reading with me, get more detailed and personal, then message me, get in contact with me. All my readings and everything are, of course, available on my Etsy shop. The link is below in the descriptions box. And you can also get your psychic message in a bottle reading if you want to do it that way. And bam, it's got the lights and everything. I think it's so cool. So check that out, and don't forget that there will be a free gift giveaway, so look out for that on my Facebook and Instagram. Those links and information are below in the descriptions box as well. Virgo, have a fantastic month and enjoy Cancer season. See you in the next video.